April 2004,
Nah, he's so
Cullen
cut.
said he was guilty of killing 13 patients and trying to kill 2 others. He got 11 life sentences in a row.
Damn, 11?
He can't get out of prison until 2403. He got 11 life sentences in a row and can't get out of...
Yo, nigga, they sealed your ass. He must have been in a no execution state, bro. Because they sealed this nigga, bro. What the fuck? Fast video was called "The Craziest Mistakes That Got Serial Killers Caught." So I'm very interested to see what got serial killers caught. Is anybody very interested to know, like was anybody have a phase where they were interested in like serial killers? Not that sounds crazy. That sounds like have you guys ever killed animals before? But like knowing why people killed people and shit like those. Not like a fascination like niggas be putting up pictures of Ted Bundy and shit like those, but like a fascination with true crime, finding out about true crime and incidences that have happened and shit like those, man. Y'all never had was interested in shit like those, in those insane questions? You're weird, nigga. Like that's weird and shit like that. Yes. I watched Rotten Mangoes. No question. Hey, bitch, don't try to make me seem like I'm weird, nigga. We all did that, bitch. All did that. Admit it. Act like in true crime is a fucking crime in itself, bro. What the fuck? Let's go ahead and see. You're watching on the tube. Twist with Rye.
Maury Travis. Between 2000 and 2002, Maury Travis murdered at least 12 women in the St. Louis area.
Wow.
The 36-year-old hotel waiter mainly targeted sex workers, bringing them to his home where he had built a torture room in his basement. He recorded his crimes on video.
Wow.
Travis might have continued killing if not for one major mistake. After the St. Louis Post-Dispatch published an article about victim Teresa Wilson, Travis couldn't resist responding. He sent an anonymous letter to the newspaper writing, "I'll tell you where many others are, and to prove I'm real, here are directions to number 17. With the letter, he included a map showing where to find a body. What Travis didn't know was that the map came from Expedia.com, which tracked its users. FBI
Bro fell for the bait, bro. Oh my god. I'm not mad at it though. Somebody had to catch his goofy ass. Bro dead ass fell for the bait, bro. Like that's so insane. Yeah, get that nigga out of there, bro. We need to get bro the electric chair.
Was that the map came from Expedia.com, which tracked its users. FBI investigators contacted Expedia and got a list of IP addresses that had accessed their mapping service, and one of those addresses belonged to Travis. When police searched his home in June 2002, they found his torture room, newspaper clippings about his crimes, and videos of Travis killing his victims. During questioning, he slipped up again by asking to see the murdered girls, even though police hadn't told him the women were dead. DNA from a soda can
snitched on himself,
matched
bro.
the evidence from 2 victims. The case was solid, but Travis unalived himself in jail 3 days after his arrest.
Damn, bro couldn't handle the heat, lame man. Bro, I ain't gonna cap, bro. He was snitching on himself, bro. Yeah, you was your own downfall. That's unfortunate, bro. Well, that's fortunate for us. You know, unfortunate for you, though, bro. That's tough. GG, smoking on him.
Desiree Landru. Between 1915
That's crazy, bro. Like, there's probably a serial killer for the year that you were born, bro. That's fucking insane.
3 days after his arrest. Henri Desiré Landru. Between 1915 and 1919, Henri Landru killed at least 11 people in France. The 40-year-old man targeted lonely widows during World War I, placing ads in newspapers in which he claimed to be a respectable widower looking for marriage.
This is a fucking bad thing, bro. You targeted people whose husbands were dead or motherfucking people who had husbands in the war and shit like that, because it said he targeted widows, no?
Old man targeted lonely widows during World
No, so you targeted people who had dead husbands in the War
I, placing ads in newspapers in which he claimed to be a respectable widower looking.
This is a fucking ass, bro. That's the most insane people to target, bro. They already have their husbands dead, bro.
For marriage. Landru charmed women who had money, convinced them to sell their things and move in with him, then killed them and took their money. What led to his capture was a small but telling mistake. Investigators found that when Landru took victims to his country house, he always bought one-way tickets for them, but round-trip tickets for himself. This pattern showed he knew these women would never come back. The police wasn't able to find direct evidence, only some bone fragments and teeth in his stove and garden. This, combined with the one-way tickets, was enough to identify him as the murderer. Landru was found guilty of 11 murders on November 30th, 1921, and was executed by guillotine on...
Yo, they guillotine this nigga? They didn't bring that shit back, low-key. I ain't gonna hold. I don't know. Why did he take it away, chat? Because it was a cruel and unusual punishment. Nigga, he didn't execute it, bro. Like, we low-key need to bring this shit back. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro.
February 25th, 1922. Lamarques Devin McWilliams. Between
Lamarques,
2006
please don't
and
be black.
2009, Lamarques Devin McWilliams
Oh man, fuck.
attacked and killed several women in the Acres Homes area of Houston, Texas. The 33-year-old went after women who worked as prostitutes, hurt them, and left their bodies in ditches and behind buildings. McWilliams' biggest mistake happened in August 2009 when he took a woman named Chelsea Brazier. After attacking her, he put her in the trunk of his car. While driving, his car got stuck in mud. He took Brazier out of the trunk and told her to drive while he pushed. When the car broke free, Brazier drove away and
He is this nigga specific type of dumbass, bro. They ain't ever say you had to be smart to be a serial killer, bro. I'm not gonna hold. Bro left, bro. Yo, okay. You left the victim in the driver's seat while you pushed the car. Bro ain't really think this through like that. He dead ass didn't even think this through. Yeah, it's GG's for you, right?
and called the police instead
His
of
heart was
coming
probably in
back
his
to the
ass,
This
bro.
escape led right to McWilliams' capture. Police arrested him for this attack, and they tested his DNA. In just 2 days, they found out his DNA matched the DNA recovered at several crime scenes in the Acres Homes area. Another important clue was that McWilliams had a Scales of Justice tattoo on his arm, which people
Damn
had seen in
ironic.
the killer. McWilliams was found guilty of sexual assault and got a life sentence in prison. Bobby Joe Long.
Bro's an idiot, bro.
Between
He's a
March and
nincompoop.
November 1984, Bobby Joe Long killed at least 10 women in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. The
Damn.
31-year-old man used to dump their bodies in remote areas around the city. However, Long's worst mistake happened when he took Lisa McVeigh on November 3rd, 1984. He kept her for 26 hours in his apartment and attacked her many times.
Wow.
But unlike his other victims, Long decided to let McVeigh go. He put a blindfold on her, drove her near where he had taken her, and set her free. While held captive, McVeigh was smart and brave. Thinking she would be killed, she made sure to leave her fingerprints everywhere in Long's bathroom. She counted the steps into his apartment, noted what his car felt like, and remembered every detail she could while blindfolded.
Damn, she was playing a smart ass game though, bruh. Damn, why did they all killing women, bro? Because serial killers just like to target like easy targets. Nobody's a serial killer wants to target a target that they feel like won't be easy for them, bro. So they always go for like women or like prostitute type women who like don't really have nothing like that, or are easy targets, and people won't care if they go missing and shit like that. Like especially back then, bro, people really ain't care like that. So that's why usually they target people like that, or children, bro.
Folded. When she was free, McVeigh went straight to the police with all this information. She told them Long drove a red Dodge Magnum and gave details about his apartment. With her good description, police found Long quickly. Police arrested Long on November 16, 1984. The evidence linked him to several murders. When questioned, Long admitted to 8 killings and many other attacks. Long was found guilty and got the death penalty. After
That's
34
crazy,
years in prison,
Damn,
he was
GG's.
executed on May 23, 2019. Dean
Damn,
Corll.
you smoking on that nigga. Dahmer went after men. Dahmer is weird as fuck. Dahmer's like these niggas is weird, but Dahmer's like weird as fuck. The nigga was like had like a badass. That nigga was like a different type of weird, bro. There's not too many motherfuckers that spawn like that in a generation, bro.
Between
Why is every
1970
Dahmer
and
banned word? No way.
1973, Dean Corll killed at least 29
He's a
teenage
police
boys
officer,
in
it
Houston,
looks like.
Texas. The 33-year-old had 2 teenage helpers, David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley, who would bring him
Nigga name is fucking Elmer, bro. Bro's name is dead ass, bro. I'm not gonna hold, bro. Gang, I can see why your life turned out so shitty, bro. Cause you motherfucking named after a glue. That's like this name is extinct. I like name one nigga you know now named Elmer, bro. That is below the age of 30. What the fuck?
33-year-old had 2 teenage helpers, David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley, who would bring him victims. Corll ordered his helpers to bring boys to his house with offers of beer, drugs, or parties. Once there, the victims would be tricked into wearing handcuffs or just grabbed by force. They were then tied to a board where Corll would attack them before killing them. Corll's mistake came on August 8, 1973, when Henley brought a male friend named Tim Curley and a female friend named Rhonda Williams to Corll's house. Corll got angry about bringing a girl, and after they all passed out from drinking and
Oh, he ain't like women, bro. He ain't like the girls, bro.
drugs, he tied them up. When Henley woke up, Corll said he was going to kill all 3 of them. Henley talked Corll into untying him by saying he would help hurt the others. Once free, Henley grabbed Corll's gun and killed him. Henley then called the police to do everything. Police found bodies buried in a boat shed at a beach and near a lake.
Damn, that's tough, nigga. That's crazy ways to go out, bro. That's tough, man. W pack.
Both Henley and Brooks went to prison for life for helping with the murders.
As they
Wayne
should.
Williams. Between 1979 and 1981, at least 28 black men were killed in Atlanta, Georgia. Wayne Williams, a 23-year-old black man who worked in music, was caught and found guilty of 2 of these killings, though police think he did many more. Williams became a suspect on May 22, 1981, when police watching a bridge heard a splash in the water below. Williams' car was the first to cross the bridge after this sound. When stopped, he told police a fake story about meeting a singer named Cheryl Johnson, who wasn't real. 2 days later, the body of Nathaniel Cater, a 27-year-old man, was found in the river. Police believed Williams had thrown Cater
Bro was targeting black men too, bro. What the fuck?
body from the bridge that night.
Nigga, why you targeting your own people too? You shouldn't target anybody, but you're dead ass targeting your own fucking people too, bro. You tapped into, nigga.
Was carpet fibers found on victims that matched the rare carpet in Williams' home. On June 21st, 1981, Williams was arrested for killing Cater and another man, Jimmy Ray Payne. He was later found guilty and got a life sentence. Robert Berdella.
Bro, you should give him more than that though, bro. Y'all not gonna hold. It's gonna sound crazy, bro. But send that nigga to the motherfucking fields, bro. It's like that at this point, bro. It's like that, gang. It's like that, bro. Cause listen, bro. Cause like the nigga, that's where he wanna be at anyway, bro. That's where he wanna be at anyway, bro. So just have him in a life condemned right there, bro.
He was later found guilty and got a life sentence. Robert Berdella. Between 1984 and 1987, Robert Berdella kidnapped, attacked, and killed at least 6 men in Kansas City, Missouri. The 39-year-old antique dealer kept careful notes of what he did to his victims, who were held for days or even weeks before they died. Berdella's plan was to bring men to his house on Charlotte Street, often by offering them a place to stay or by putting drugs in their food or drinks. Once they passed out, he would tie them to his bed and start attacking them. He even took photos of his victims during the whole thing. Berdella was caught when his last victim, Christopher Bryson, got away. On March 29, 1988, after being held for 4 days, Bryson burned through his ropes using matches Berdella had left nearby.
Damn.
Wearing only a dog collar, Bryson jumped from a second-floor window and ran to a neighbor for help. When police looked through Berdella's house, they found scary proof. His notes about the torture, hundreds of photos of victims, a human skull in a closet, and a buried head in the backyard.
He's so
They
cool.
also found ropes and tools for torture all over the house. Berdella later admitted to all 6 murders and was sent to prison for life. He died from heart problems while in prison on October 8, 1992, at age 43. Charles.
Bro, it's so odd, bro. Like they be fucking bad too, bro. Nigga literally were using matches that you left around, bro. Got the fuck out, jumped out of the second-story window, and that ended up being your downfall. Who knows how long these people would have kept going, bro, if he didn't get caught right here.
Cullen. Between 1988 and 2003, Charles Cullen killed as many as 40
1988
patients
and
while working as a
2003?
nurse in hospitals across New Jersey and Pennsylvania.
Bro's on a crazy
he would give
run.
patients deadly doses of medication, especially insulin and the heart drug digoxin.
These are the craziest ones. Like, low-key, these serial killers are low-key the scariest, bro. Because these are the people that are dead-ass supposed to help you. Like, anybody who's a police officer or in the medical field, these be the scariest niggas, bro. Because, like, what can you really do? You won't, like with being a victim of a serial killer, bro, you can kind of try to be out the way a little bit, bro, to mitigate that. But if you're in a hospital or you're diabetic and you need insulin, what the fuck are you supposed to do if a nigga is trying to give you a lethal dose? Like, you can't even do anything about that. How would you know? You just have to trust the medical professionals, because you don't know how much shit you need and shit like those. These be the scariest niggas.
He often gave these drugs to patients who weren't supposed to have them, causing their hearts to stop or making them fall into a deep sleep and die. Cullen's biggest mistake was not being careful with hospital computer records. At Somerset Medical Center in New Jersey, he kept using the computer system to look up information about patients who weren't his and ordered medicines they didn't need. The hospital noticed this odd pattern when its tracking system spotted unusual medicine orders and patient deaths. When a patient died with high levels of digoxin that hadn't been ordered for him, hospital staff finally called police in October 2003. When police talked to him, Cullen quickly said he had killed between 30 and 40 patients, claiming he did it to end their pain, though many victims weren't even dying. In April 2004, Cullen said he was guilty of killing 13 patients and trying to kill 2 others. He got 11 life sentences in a row.
Damn, 11?
He can't get out of prison until 2403. He got 11 life sentences in a row and can't get out of...
Yo, nigga, they sealed your ass. He must have been in a no execution state, bro. Because they sealed this nigga, bro. What the fuck? Oh, shit. God damn, nigga, your skeleton gonna be in the fucking prison, bro. That's tough, nigga.
Prison until 2403. Keith Hunter Jesperson. Between 1990 and 1995, Keith Jesperson killed at least 8 women across the United States. The 6'8" truck driver.
6'8", nigga? What the fuck? Join a fucking basketball team, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Jesperson killed at least 8 women across the United States. The 6'8"
bro, you worry about the wrong world tour. Join the fucking Harlem Globetrotters, my nigga.
Truck driver used his job to find victims as he drove across the country, mostly picking women who worked as prostitutes or who were homeless. Jesperson's first victim was Townja Bennett, killed in January 1990 in Oregon. After meeting her at a bar, he took her to his home, got into a fight with her, and killed her. What made this case strange was that another couple, Laverne Pavlinac and John Sosnovsky, said they did the murder, even though they didn't. Pavlinac made up the story to get away from Sosnovsky, who was abusive to her, but both ended up in prison. Jesperson's biggest mistake came from his need for attention. He was angry that the wrong people...
That's low-key crazy. Nick was mad that somebody took credit for his work, bro. This is the motherfucker who's mad when he did all the work on the project, and then the niggas that you're assigned group with, bro, don't do anything, and they're like, yeah, I added this in there. This nigga was that type of motherfucker, bro.
People were getting credit for his first murder, so he began writing letters to newspapers and police, telling them about his crimes and signing the letters with a smiley face. This is why people called him the Happy Face Killer. When these letters didn't get enough attention, he even wrote a confession on a truck stop bathroom wall. Jesperson was finally caught in March 1995 after killing his last victim, Julie Winningham. He turned himself in after he knew the police were about to catch him. Jesperson is now in prison for life and can't get out until at least 2063. Alexander Pichushkin.
Please don't let that nigga.
Between 1992 and 2006, Alexander Pichushkin killed at least 49 people in Moscow.
49? Oh, Russia. Yo, that nigga had like some kind of crazy ass weapon, bro.
In 2006, Alexander Pichushkin killed at least 49.
But he's a serial killer, bro. 49 people?
In Moscow, Russia. The 32-year-old was called the chessboard killer because he said he wanted to kill 64 people, one for each square on a chessboard. Pichushkin's first murder was in 1992 when he was just 18 years old. He killed his classmate and threw the body into a sewer in Bitsa Park. After this murder, he stopped killing for several years until Russia abolished the death penalty in 1996.
This nigga bitch, bro. He literally stopped because he's like, you know what, bro? Like, damn. I don't want to die through the death penalty, so like, I think I'm gonna stop. And then he seen that they motherfucking abolished the nigga. Like, oh, okay, bet. Let's be like, this nigga's
made him feel safer to kill again. Most of Pichushkin's victims were older homeless people he found in Bitsa Park, near where he lived. Pichushkin's biggest mistake came in June 2006.
Russia don't have death penalty. There's no way Russia doesn't have death penalty, bro. Them niggas cut niggas' balls off for less.
Park, near where he lived. Pichushkin's biggest mistake came in June 2006 when he killed his co-worker, Marina Moskalyova. Before going with him, she left a note for her son saying she was with Pichushkin and wrote down his phone number. Even though Pichushkin knew about this note, he still went ahead with the murder. This showed how sure of himself he had become, and it led right to his capture when her body was found, and police looked at security cameras. After they caught him, Pichushkin proudly showed police where he had killed people and told them all about his murders. In 2007, he was found guilty and sent to prison for life. If you liked this video, subscribe for similar ones, or join.
That was a good ass video. I like to start this channel for sure. Let's like those. Okay. Well, yeah, some of these niggas are dumbasses. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Well, all of them are dumbasses. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But niggas serial killers fell off though early in the video. They definitely not as popular as they used to be, but for good reason though. For good reason for sure. The dude who let the girl drive his car, yeah, that nigga. I don't know what made him do those, man. We're gonna put this on the live channel, though, not the live channel, the main channel. Though. If you're watching this on the main channel, Twitch will write in the description. Come to the stream, and shit like those. But yeah, I'll be BG.